One of the most emotional and meaningful developments in episode 2 of the final season of Outlander is the moment when young Ian Murray finally becomes a father. For longtime fans of the series, this milestone represents far more than just a new addition to the Fraser family. It marks the completion of a deeply personal journey for Ian, one that has been filled with heartbreak, growth, and redemption. Young Ian's story throughout the series has always been defined by transformation. When he first appeared in the show, he was adventurous, impulsive, and eager to prove himself worthy of the legacy of his family. Over time, however, his life took unexpected turns that shaped him into a much more complex and mature character. His time living among the Mohawk, his struggles with identity, and the emotional scars he carried from past losses all played a role in shaping the man he eventually became. One of the most painful parts of Ian's past was the loss tied to his earlier relationship among the Mohawk. That experience left him carrying a quiet sense of grief and guilt. For a long time, it seemed as though fatherhood, something that might have once felt natural for him, was a dream that would never fully be realized. The emotional weight of that history made his journey toward becoming a father again incredibly meaningful. So when episode 2 reveals that Ian has finally welcomed a child, the moment carries a deep sense of healing. For Jamie Fraser and Claire Fraser, Ian's fatherhood is also a joyful moment for the extended family. Jamie, who has always been protective of his nephew, sees Ian's growth firsthand. Watching Ian step into the role of a father is proof of how much he has matured since the early days of the series. Jamie has always valued family above all else, and seeing the next generation continue that legacy is incredibly meaningful to him. Claire, on the other hand, views the moment through the lens of someone who has witnessed both the fragility and the resilience of life. As a healer and doctor, she understands how precious new life is, especially in the dangerous and uncertain time period the characters live in. The birth represents hope, something the Fraser family desperately needs as the world around them becomes increasingly unstable. The arrival of Ian's child also strengthens the sense of continuity within the story of Outlander. One of the central themes of the series has always been legacy, how love, choices, and sacrifices pass from one generation to the next. Ian becoming a father reinforces that idea by showing that the Fraser family line and its extended family continue to grow despite the many hardships they have endured. There is also a symbolic element to the moment. Ian has spent much of his life searching for where he truly belongs. His experiences with different cultures and communities shaped his identity in ways that sometimes left him feeling caught between worlds. Becoming a father gives him a new sense of purpose and grounding. It allows him to build something lasting and meaningful, rooted in love and responsibility. For the community at Fraser's Ridge, the birth is also a reminder of hope. The settlement has faced many dangers and tragedies, but moments like this reinforce why the characters continue fighting to protect the life they have built there. A new child represents the future, proof that the sacrifices made by the Frasers and their allies are not in vain. Another important aspect of Ian's fatherhood is how it reflects his personal growth. The young man who once rushed headfirst into adventure has evolved into someone who understands the weight of responsibility. Fatherhood requires patience, wisdom, and emotional strength, qualities Ian has gradually developed over the course of the series. By giving Ian this moment in the final season, the show also offers a sense of closure to one of its most beloved characters. His journey has not always been easy, but becoming a father shows that his story is ultimately one of resilience and renewal. As the final season of Outlander continues, Ian's new role will likely shape his decisions and priorities. Protecting his child will become one of his most important motivations, especially as the political and military tensions surrounding the characters continue to grow. In the end, Ian becoming a father is not just a joyful moment. It's a powerful reminder of the themes that have always defined the series: family, legacy, and the enduring power of love in the face of adversity. For a character who has endured so much loss, this new beginning feels like a well-earned moment of happiness.